Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the ThorFire feature-packed LED desk lamp. ThorFire sent me this lamp to review for full disclosure, and I gotta say, this is the coolest desk lamp I've ever seen, and obviously the best one that I've ever reviewed. This thing is so feature packed, it's unbelievable. And one thing that I really got excited about is that not only can you adjust the brightness, keeping in mind this is an LED lamp, so a lot of them did not really have the ability to adjust brightness until fairly recently. But the thing that just grabbed my attention is that it has 4-mode color temperature conversion is what it says. It's kind of a poor translation, but you can change the temperature of the light, the tone of the light. So you could go to that harsh, bright white light, which you may want to use in some situations, but you could also tone it down and make it warmer, like when you're reading, so it's not so harsh on the eyes. Or you could really dim it down to almost something that when you're about ready to go to sleep and it's sort of a really, really yellowy warm color. And it could do all this with touch control, like capacitive touch buttons on the base, and it also got a clock. It got just an awesome amount of it even got an alarm clock and a USB port to charge stuff. I mean, it's really cool, but I should show you it, right? So here's the lamp. It comes in black or white. This is the black version, and the first thing that will stand out is the clock that's built in right here. And it also gives you the temperature, and you could change the settings where it could be either Celsius or Fahrenheit. You also have the time, and you could change it to either be 24-hour or the 12-hour, and then it'll say AM or PM in there somewhere. Right there it says PM. You also have the month, the day, and the date down here. So really cool. It has a couple of buttons back on here to change things and set it and everything. There's also a battery back there, one of them round quarter-sized batteries. So if you were to lose power, like if you unplug this or lose power, it will retain the information so you don't have to reset everything, which is pretty important. Just make sure if you do purchase this lamp, which by the way I did provide the link below, you pull the little plastic tab out of the back so the battery makes contact and starts working. Now, the next thing I'd like to show you is the flexibility that you get with this lamp. You can see that the head can go up and down. This whole large piece here can go up and down, so you could sort of put it over whatever you're using and then tip this up. That's about as far forward as you can get it. And pretty cool. You could also tip this right here back and forth. You could see the LEDs are actually behind like a white translucent cover, so that sort of softens the light so you don't get the harsh LED, the pure LED shining down. So they thought about a lot of things. By the way, this only uses 15 watts, by the way. So how to turn this on is you have a bunch of capacitive buttons right down here. Let's start out with this button. This is your on-off button right here, and there's a little blue light right behind that power symbol right there. You hit that, it turns the light on. You hit it again, it turns the light off. And you don't hit it, it's capacitive touchscreen. You just basically touch the plastic surface and it turns it on and off. The next is a icon that says 60 minutes. It looks like a clock. So once your light is on, if you hit this 60-minute button, what happens is the little blue light behind the power button, the on-off switch, it blinks. So in 60 minutes, this light will turn off by itself. Now, if you want to stop the timer and just go to regular light on all the time, you hit your power button, it turns off, hit it again, and now it's just going to stay on. Really simple. Next to these up and down double arrows, and that turns the brightness up and down on this light. So I could just hit the down, and every time you tap it, it goes down. I could go up, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has like 4 levels of brightness that you could cycle back and forth, all the way low, all the way up. Now your last four icons to your left here change the temperature of the light. So if I put this on this little happy ninja right here, happy face ninja, it basically gets to the whitest color. Now if I hit the picture of the book right here, your leftmost button, it becomes a little bit warmer. The temperature is just a little bit yellow. Next is this coffee cup. If I hit that, it gets even warmer, even yellower. And last, there's a little moon crescent with a couple of Z's next to it. If I hit that, it gets even yellower, and it also dims down. Now I could still go up and down on these color, whatever color I choose, I can still go up and down on the colors. Pretty neat, huh? Now another cool thing about this is that it has a USB port in the back. So I could go ahead and plug my USB plug or cable into the back of this. It doesn't come with it, whichever cable you have. And then if you have, let's say, a cell phone or your electronic cigarette or whatnot, you could just plug it in and it'll charge it. So you don't need to have a separate charger somewhere around. If you want to charge a device, you could just use your lamp. So that's sort of built in, which is pretty cool. A nice little added feature. Now, what I'm excited about this light is that, well, let me back up. I've been using this for about a week, and I've been using it in several of my videos, and that's why I'm excited about this light, because I can change the temperature of the light. So when I have an item that I'm reviewing, I'll sort of have this tipped over whatever item I'm reviewing, and sometimes the color is not just right on it, and I could use the different settings as far as brightness and color of the light to make what I'm reviewing look the way that I want to, so I don't have to adjust it in editing later, which is pretty cool. So I'm so excited about that, and I've been using the crap out. I like the way that this head is very thin, so I could sort of get it really close to the lens of my camera when I'm shooting down and reviewing an item. I just want to show you what this looks like, the actual color of the light there as I change it also. You can see how that changes. Really cool. And again, brightness, you have 4 different settings. So you have 4 settings, 4 colors, capacitive touchscreen, clock, thermometer, day, date, month. By the way, it also has an alarm clock built in. I haven't really messed with that. And you have the USB charger on the back. As far as criticisms, it's a little pricey, and you'll just click on the link, you can see how much that runs. But the one thing that I always hate about lamps, and unfortunately this one has, is it doesn't have a normal plug on the end. It has this wall wart right here. So, if your outlets that you have by your desk doesn't have enough space for this wall wart, you'll have to get one of those little short extension cords so you can get a normal plug and plug it in there. Now you can see how it lost power basically, and because of that battery backup that's built in to the back of this, that little battery I told you about, it remembers everything. So the time is correct, everything is correct when you get power or when you plug it back in. So that's very good to have there. I really like this light. Again, we'll just go through this one more time just so you can see all the functionality. It's just so cool. So let me see if I really missed anything that's important. The weight of this is about 4 pounds, and the height of it is just a hair under 20 inches high when you have it set all the way upright. And again, it comes black and white plastic. It's all plastic. It does move a little bit. It's a little shaky, but it's not bad. I mean, once you get it to where you want it, it's fine, and it's very comfortable reading under it. Like I would read my notes, like the instructions that came with this, and you just put it in the right color, and it's very easy on the eyes. It's because the white light that this has that you would want to have, like if you're building coils for your vaping device or anything, that's not what you want to sit there and look at and read for any long period of time. You want a warmer light so it doesn't tire your eyes. It's not harsh. 15 watts. USB. I really think I covered everything else. This one, you know, it uses normal 120 volt, and it pulls 200 well, that's input current, 200 milliamp hours maximum, and the power brick there is 12 volts. This is just the remote control I use to turn this camera on and off, but I just wanted to show you what I meant by when I review items, I could change the color so you could sort of see, like let's say I'm reviewing this item here, and I can just sort of change the color of the light. I could make it brighter and make it warmer. So again, you could see how this would come in handy when I'm videotaping things, how I can really get the light exactly the way that I want. I could customize it basically. I don't have to do this in my editing later. So there you have it, the ThorFire LED Desk Lamp, loaded, basically feature packed desk lamp LED, 15 watts, gives off about, I'd say, the equivalent of the 60 watt, 4 different temperatures, 4 different brightnesses, 60 minute timer, on off, clock, temperature, alarm clock, USB charger, all in one great device. I gave you the good, the bad, and I do highly recommend it. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.